like to, how would you guys think of the movies? Yes? Yes, okay. We just wanted to do a little quick Q&A. We want to just basically have them all introduce themselves, what movie you're affiliated with right now, and then maybe what inspired you to either work on the project, write the project, direct it, something.
Hi, I'm Joshua, and I directed Steven Spielberg in the Return to Film School, and this is my producer.
I'm George. I was also part of Steven Spielberg in the Return to Film School.
And, the story is inspired by the true story of when Steven Spielberg went back to our university, Cal State Long Beach, after 30 years to finish a degree. And there was just always this mystery of, why did he go back? What was it like when he was there? All these questions, and it was just such an interesting source material. And I'm just really glad that there were so many people, many of whom are here today, who helped to make that possible.
Okay. Also, can you guys tell us something challenging, either pre-production, post-production, something that you had to deal with to overcome? Obviously, with shorts, you've got limited resources, so that's obviously a given, but anything you guys want to add?
Of course, as they've mentioned, there's these challenges in the writing, challenges in trying to do justice to the material. But I think our biggest challenge really was getting the team together, because there was just a lot of, the script called for a lot of different things, and we really only had a few $1,000s. Worked with over 100 students, so kind of individually going through, working with my composer, Daniel, for a year on each little piece. And but that's also the fun part, is working with each person.
Yeah, having no money is always a big challenge. We had, a couple hundred people worked on that project, right? Yeah. Yeah, it was a really big cast, really big crew. Luckily, we found a lot of really great people who are willing to donate their time for practically free. And we have a couple people we paid. But money, always an issue.
Did he mention money?
Yeah, money.
Did you have Steven Spielberg and George Lucas's permission to do that as well?
No, we didn't.
Yeah, well, I texted them, they didn't respond.
Yeah. We don't need their permission, though.
It's a loving homage, it's a loving tribute. They are public figures. And so, we made it clear it's a fictional interpretation.
We actually tracked down Steven Spielberg's mom. She owns a restaurant in Los Angeles. And we actually went there, and Josh actually delivered the movie to her personally.
Yes. So well, we're still waiting to hear back. But, she may be sending it through the mail, or I don't know. No, that was a great experience. And, we do hope that someday Mr. Spielberg or his associates will see it. That was our goal, was to make something that was good, worthy of them. So.
Is there any questions from the audience before I keep going? Any others? I see you've got some of your actors here. You guys want to stand up, the ones that were on the project, or the Steven Spielberg? At least turn around, say hi. We got a few of them. There you go. We have Steven Spielberg in the audience today. Some of the questions that people have asked at other screenings were, is there anything behind the scenes that maybe got cut, or something kind of a situation that you guys struggled with, or, so not necessarily the money factor, but maybe a funny story about during filming or something like that?
Well, looking back on it, it's funny. At the time, it was difficult. Basically, it was something I was trying to do, the project through the school and stuff, and we had a team built. And then like a month before we shot the film, they all dropped. Almost all of them. And pretty much George was one of these people who stepped forward and took a lot of the burden to get the film done, along with a handful of others. And I'm just looking back, I just think it's really funny, because it worked, it came together. I don't know how, but just glad we were able to get something finished. That's the real goal. And finding the right people sometimes takes a few tries. So.
Do you guys have anything, like if there's potential filmmakers, students, any advice you'd give them? And also let us know, was this your first project? Is this something like this one of many? Do you have any plans for a future project?
I'd say any, project you can finish is a successful project. So
Yes.
even if you have a project, you don't know, how you're gonna get it done, just find a way to get it done. Because there's so many filmmakers that they'll go through the project of, writing something, planning something, casting something, but, they just don't finish it. So no matter where you're at, just finish your project. So, there I am, Dog Mike.
Just to go off of that, really keeping promises. I think there's a lot of the process, which is people saying they'll do something, or being able to trust each other and building that level of trust. So going along with finishing is just being able to make good on your word, and that leads to the next thing. So if people do favors for you, you gotta make sure that it was worth it. It was worth their time, or vice versa. So. Actually, I just really wanted to briefly mention, you were mentioning, okay, did we have anything
Yeah.
new? And this is actually the first time we've been able to say this at a film festival, which is that we're working on something new. It's called Star Trek Wars, and it's a similar concept to this one, except it's a tribute to Star Wars, Star Trek, George Lucas, and Gene Roddenberry. It follows their story. It's a pivotal time for the Star Wars series, and so I hope you'll look this film up online. We have our Facebook page, YouTube. Come talk to us afterward. And then I hope you'll get a chance to follow the next project. And we're just hoping to do another tribute to them. So.
Yeah, and Josh will be accepting donations for that in the lobby.
Money, money, money.
Money, money, money.
I want to make sure you guys definitely vote for these films. All these films are in competition, so you can vote for all of them, not just one. We'll take the ballots in the back, and I'll be out there as long as I need to, so feel free to sit there and chat with them. You can go out on the, they're going to be taking pictures at the submarine board outside, so you're welcome to go watch that, take pictures as well. And can we have another hand for our filmmaker? Oh, one more.
What was your production schedule like? How long?
A lot of the writing part of the project took about 2 years. Pre-production, planning for the shoot took about half a year, a few months, working off of a kind of a school, college schedule. But then the actual shoot was just 5 days, and that was us running around to 30 locations. Like 6 or 7, the math. 30 divided by 5. Anyway, and then finally, we did post-production over the course of another half year. So from pre-production through the finished product was about a year.
Working on the college campus, did you have to get permits at all, or all of that was pretty much like, we're on a film project, and they just let you do whatever?
We do get permits.
It's this, you have to get permits, but they're not like the same type of permits you would have to get if you weren't a student at the campus. You don't have to put up, $3,000 for insurance a day or anything crazy like that. So it's definitely a lot easier to be shooting on the campus when you're a student.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We good? All right, let's give my hand.